All right, August the 21st, 2023. I thought I'd take a video from a slightly different vantage point, which is way up high here. The roof on this barn is now completely on, except for the ridge cap, which you can see there is missing. That'll be here tomorrow. I'm having a ridge cap specifically made for me in the hopes of trying to do a little better ventilation. I'm not going to put any sort of vents in the gable ends because I don't really want to cut into them. So I'm going to try a different style of ridge cap in the hopes that that works. And if it doesn't, well, I can always fix it later. The fodder room is coming along nicely. It's getting framed out. We decided to use casement windows, you know, the type with the crank, rather than sliding windows, which in my experience are completely useless in Alaska. They freeze solid and they stay frozen solid for months. And I hate them. I've ripped them out of my house in a rage because they're just frozen solid and they're just ridiculously useless. But casements tend to work all the time, so that's why we went with those. So in the next couple of days, I think this building will be completely dried in. It's 99% dried in now, and I think it looks pretty darn good for a bunch of amateurs, especially somebody like me who's not a builder, not a contractor, not an engineer, and I've been the project manager and the general contractor on this barn and just designed it out of my own head with help from folks and you know, input. Don't get me wrong, but this is something that I'm just doing and I'm trying to figure it out, and I think it's worked out pretty solidly. So in the next couple of days we're going to start doing some serious cross fencing. I'm hoping to get to the underground waterers, and I've got cows coming back here in the next week or so to start fattening up for October slaughter, and there's an enormous amount to do down in the cattle facility there and just other places on the farm to get ready for winter. So I'm hoping to hustle this barn along so we can get to some of the other stuff that has to get done before the snow really makes life difficult and work impossible. I don't know what kind of winter we're going to have, but the last two have just been unbelievably shitty, so I'm not holding my breath this one's going to be any better. But in any event, we are making good progress on the barn. I think it's a pretty solid, pretty good, attractive building, and we're going to push on. All right.